Yo, what's going on, you guys? Your boy Pwny, and in this video, we're going to be going over how to do the Superman dive in Madden 25. A lot of people struggle to score in the red zone and get those fourth and inches, 4th and 1 kind of situations, and this technique is going to help you guys out a lot. Now, before I get into it, if you guys are new to the channel, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, comment down below, and hit that noti bell so you guys never miss an upload. And if you guys got nothing to say, comment FTA. Stands for the algorithm. Helps push these videos to more and more people. So share the video, like the video, comment on the video, do whatever it is you need to do. So the dolphin dive, the Superman dive, the AKA the ghost dive, the ghost made it up probably like 4 or 5 years ago, and it went absolutely crazy. It used to be called the Jimmy Graham dive because you used to take the biggest player on the field and go ahead and execute this dive pretty much every single time that you would go ahead and run the ball with in goal line. That was like one of the main places to do it, but you needed certain requirements to make that happen. This year's game, there are no requirements. I thought there was like a jump stat that needed to be higher, but fortunately for us, it works with pretty much anybody. So what you're going to want to do is pretty much don't try this if you're not in a 4th and 1, 3rd and 1 goal line situation where you're trying to dive over the pylon. That's the only way that this actually works properly. And I'm simply just looking for a fullback dive here so I could substitute the tallest player on the field for this. So fullback dive is what we're going to be calling it. You can do this in any formation, any playbook, but I'm going to showcase to you the difference in how this looks if you just regularly dive. Now, to dive in Madden, all you have to do is hold the square button. As you can see, this is not how you want it to look like. You don't want it to look like this. He looks like he's just falling forward, extending the ball, and this might lead to fumbles. This might lead to whatever. I don't know why people would actually do this, but one thing that I have noticed is that I haven't fumbled while even attempting this, which is a cause for concern because obviously in Madden, if somebody is diving with the ball going straight forward, you kind of want them to drop the ball from time to time, but it doesn't seem like they fumble often when it comes to this. But as you can see, we are diving nonstop. And the reason why we're not getting the animation that we're looking for is simply because it's a situational thing. It's a where the first down marker is, that's the only time that they will actually go ahead and dive the way that we want it to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and move this all the way up to literally inches on the goal line. And this is where it works the best. This is where there is no 4th and 1 situation. Whatever the case is, you go behind the lineman and you go ahead and try to go for a jump, and he will it's not a consistent thing, obviously, but it's a situational thing. And as you can see right there, the best example that I can give, the only time that you will ever get this animation is if you are in a short yardage situation. And this is exactly what you want it to look like. You can't stop that. Washington is 6'7", I believe, which means you cannot stop this in game because he's just going to leap up forward, and he's too big of a body for anybody to actually stop. You can do this with anybody on the field, and all you have to do is pretty much wait till you get right behind the lineman. And I know, like, I'm kind of, my timing is a little sus on it, but as you can see, that kind of dive, you can't stop that in this game. There's nothing that you can do to stop. As soon as you go up for it, you're gonna get an extra yard or two. So as you can see, he's jumping over the entire team, and the only time that you can do this is if you guys are on the goal line, or if it's a short yardage situation. Do not try this if you're within the 3-yard mark. Make sure that you guys are within the 1 or 2 if you guys are going to attempt this, and you guys are going to be able to pretty much get a diving animation. And as you can see, you don't fumble. So even if you don't get this animation, I actually scored there too. Even if you don't get this animation, make sure you're at least attempting this so you guys can go ahead and try to get some extra touchdowns in the red zone, because the red zone is always the dead zone. And this is the only time that you should be using a technique like this, because you'll end up getting animations like that where sometimes you'll still fall forward. They never really completely fold your player to the point where they're just stopping you for a loss here. It's simply you get an animation where you're kind of running, and as you can see, as soon as you run behind the lineman, you hold square or X if you guys are on the Xbox, and you should get an animation where you're diving over the pylon. And that is going to result in a lot more touchdowns for those of you guys who are struggling to score. My name is Pwny. I hope you guys appreciate this video. I'll see you guys in the next one, man. As always, 2 fingers, deuces, and peace out.